What's going on YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Nightwing issue number 132. This one is written by Dan Waters and artwork by Dexter Soy, and it's the long-awaited battle between Olivia Pearce and Nightwing, hand-to-hand combat. The suit that Nightwing had worn when he went into Titan's Tower, that whole fifth-dimensional imp thing, and Nightmite was all captured and all that, basically kind of learned his abilities and how he moves, and she's going to use that to fight against him. We get to learn more of her backstory, and there's a really, really messed up looking kind of reveal at some point in this story that, as somebody who's been covering Absolute Batman, this one felt way more horrifying, and that's saying a lot. I think because it built up to this reveal, as opposed to just over-the-top craziness throughout. This one just went like, oh no, we're going to catch you off guard. So if you're into more horror-oriented comic books and you like that sort of stuff, then this is definitely the issue for you. And I'm liking it. I really did enjoy this one. I don't even know how the hell Nightwing's supposed to fight a fifth-dimensional being like the Zanny, though. It just feels like he's really outmatched. Unless he has some sort of magic plot armor to fight something in the fifth dimension, then I just don't see how he's able to kind of beat something like this. He needs something to kind of give him an edge, and I'm not sure what that's going to be, but it's Dan Waters' storyline. It gets into the weird, it gets into the wild, and it gets into the entertaining in a fucked up sort of way. So issue opens up, we see Nightwing there looking over Bryce, who, if you recall, was affected by the fifth dimensional stuff to where he became Nightwing Prime. He's like a full-blown adult, but it's like a kid in his body, kind of like a Shazam sort of thing. Dick is there. He's trying to find the Zanny. He's really angry because kids are being lured away by this thing, kind of like the Pied Piper luring the rats or Pennywise luring kids into the sewer. That's a good way to kind of compare this. Think of it as like Pennywise, because he's kind of a clown with the Zanny thing in the circus and all that. So Nightwing shows up. He's like, where's the Zanny? And we get this big, huge fight, and Dexter Soy locks the fuck in for this comic book. I mean, the action here is great. You got the rainy atmosphere. They're jumping from building to building. You feel the tension. You feel the suspense. Nightwing has her captured at one point, and she's like, I blame you for some of my past. And we do learn at one point she was kind of put herself in like a death trap, hoping that she would be saved by Nightwing with the Zanny there. And basically we get this horrifying reveal that, you know, Dick was out worried about her, never came to her rescue because he just didn't know where she was. And the most messed up reveal of the thing, she rips off her own goddamn face, and she's like, look what you did to me. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. Even Nightwing's like, what the fuck? And he's like, he doesn't say fuck. He says, holy living hell. And what a horrifying concept. And then out of her face pops the Zanny. And again, this feels like something Pennywise the Clown would do. It just feels kind of similar to that. I've been watching It Welcome to Derry, and I just was thinking this feels a lot like that in some ways, with the whole everyone else can't see it, tweaking reality and all that. I'm thinking of Zanny as like Pennywise. And, you know, now that given that the It rights are under Warner Brothers for the time being, wouldn't it be kind of interesting to do some sort of like Batman Pennywise crossover? That's something I kind of want to see, but since we can't get that, here's the Zanny kind of in place of that. So the Zanny's there, and then we get the fight scene on TV, but from the camera perspective, the people can't really see the Zanny, even on video. So when Nightwing goes to fighting her, it looks like he just decapitated this woman on live TV with kids net watching. And it's a horrifying concept. And so these kids are also going to be lured into the tent of the Zanny. And Nightwing just has to kind of look there in shame as this fifth dimensional being is just fucking with his entire life. And yeah, that's a pretty awesome sort of messed up reveal. Jesus Christ, like just her face being like ripped clean off like that. That's pretty awesome, not gonna lie. And Dexter Soy's artwork is probably his best in this run so far. I mean, he just, like I said, he locked the fuck in with this comic book from start to finish. So yeah, I thought this was pretty awesome. I like the reveal of it. Her backstory where she is been kind of held hostage by this Zanny character. Yeah, she did some bad things, but under the influence of this fifth dimensional like evil being, it's not like Nightmite or even Mixie's Pitalik, who are a little bit more fun with their fifth dimensional stuff. No, this is a pure horrifying monster with these types of powers, and I don't even know how you could beat something like that. That's where I'm just trying to think, well, they had Nightmite. Maybe Nightmite will come back to kind of help him out or something. I don't exactly know, but fifth dimensional stuff, it's really tricky to kind of deal with. And the Zanny's also getting ready to lure some more kids, and Nightwing's being seen as somebody who just decapitated this woman on TV in front of everybody. So it's all sorts of messed up, but in the most awesome kind of way. So definitely a big thumbs up for me. Like I said, the Dexter story artwork is the best it's been. He just locked the fuck in for this thing. And that just really messed up looking reveal where she rips off her own face in front of him was pretty gnarly in an awesome sort of way. Even I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's a... And I've been covering Absolute Batman, but I think because Absolute Batman's just been messed up like nonstop, so I kind of expect it. Here, because it builds up to it, and the rest of it, you know, there's some intense moments, but nothing to that level. When it happens, it's a lot more effective than just kind of seeing it all the time. So, yeah, thumbs up for me. I'm liking Nightwing so far. Really keen to see where they go with this one. But, yeah, definitely check it out. I think this is one of the strongest issues from Dan Watters' run, where we really got everything kind of built up in a meaningful, messed up sort of way. So, yeah, I'd say check it out. But anyways, those are my thoughts on the comic book. What did you think of it? Post your comments down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit the bell for notifications, all the other fun stuff. And as always, take care now. Bye-bye then. I will see you all in the next video, which will be the new batch of comic book videos, which will be starting tomorrow. And then into Thanksgiving time, I suppose. All right. Peace out, everyone.